Hey guys, welcome to the video. So today I'm trying to solve an oil leak issue. So I'm gonna go and flip you around real quick and show you what I'm up to on the truck. Alright, so as you can see, it's somewhat disassembled at the moment. And I'm doing new intake gaskets, valley pan cover gasket. This is the valley, the pan is in there. This is the cover itself. And I'll put a new gasket on. The old one is right here. As you can see, there's no real gasket material left that's as thick as the metal is. It was pretty sharp. The new one has a nice half-inch ring or a quarter-inch ring all around there, rubber. I'm also I did the valve covers on both sides. They're new now. These are my knock sensors. I gotta put these back in still. I did knock sensor gaskets, which sit inside that hole. And then to reassemble everything. So as you can see, there's a lot of oil seepage that was going on around here, which is where I'm assuming some of the oil is leaking from. There's a ton of seepage back there. I have since learned that there's also the oil pressure sending unit, which can leak back there as well. Hopefully that's not what it is, but hopefully it's just this actual manifold here. Not manifold, good grief. Hopefully it's this valley pan cover. And then, other than that, that's about everything. I also have the oil pan gasket on the bottom side that I need to do. I need to replace this hose because there's a crack in it right there. But hey guys, I just wanted to give you a heads up as to what I'm doing with the truck right now. So when I do make a video saying if this solved or didn't solve my problem, I can tell you exactly if it did or did not, and I can show you what I did. Yep. So that is everything that I've been up to for the past day. Now it's the next day. As you can see, North Carolina weather's being outstanding, and it's been raining. So I'm trying to get what I can get done. But this has been kind of a pain in the butt. The reason this isn't fully disconnected is because the fuel lines on the other side that go to these rails are not disconnected. I didn't want to deal with the hassle of trying to disconnect them and spill fuel everywhere, so I'm just kind of moving the manifold back and forth as I need. Yeah, guys. Anyway, 240,000 mile 5.3 motor. Still rolling strong. The valves actually look pretty good. There's no play in any of them or anything like that. As you can see, their intake's somewhat dirty, but I mean, it's not terrible. I'll wipe it all out before I put it back together. Hey guys, anywho's, I'm going to keep on working, and I'll catch you hopefully when I'm done with all this stuff on the top end, and we'll be working on the bottom end. Well guys, I finally got my oil pan off. I know the last thing you saw was me working on the top of the motor, but I shifted gears and finished that, and now I'm working on the bottom. So I want to point out a couple things. This is the old gasket that came off. Obviously you can see it's like ripped, messed up pretty good. And there's my new gasket. But you can see right here how that bump goes straight through to the oil pan. Oil, big leakage there for sure. Same issue right here. Same issue here. As you're going around, this all looks pretty well sealed. But another one right there. So these are all like the signs that it's been leaking straight out of the oil pan seal. So hopefully this will actually take care of my leak for real. All this metal is from me. There's two little rivets, one right there and one here I had to drill out. So it's not actually from the motor, obviously. Yep, I'm going to clean this pan up. She is pretty gross. And then put it back together. Alrighty guys, here's the next update on the truck. Down to two-wheel drive. Here's still the oil pan down there because I messed up and snapped one of these oil pan bolts, the long ones, as I had to order a new set. It's on its way from Rock Auto. Here's my broken piece. Thankfully it came out. Everything else down here is pretty much pulled away. I have most of the bolts labeled, minus those. Those are the old transmission, or the old pan bolts, so they're kind of just useless to me. But yep, everything is out. Oil pickup tube, everything up in there. So she's definitely a pretty naked truck right now. Anyways, just pulled out my diff housing. And as you can see, this is the side that was leaking really bad. You can see all this fresh fluid still leaking around here. So I got a new seal for right there. This side I thought might be leaking, but then I realized it's sitting underneath the oil pan. So this is actually all from the oil pan dripping down. Yeah guys, there you have it. So what I have gone ahead and done is I ordered new gears for that so my four-wheel drive can be operational again. It has 456 in the back, and I'm pretty sure these are 373s, so I ordered a matching set of 456s. Got the new seal on the way, new oil pan bolts on the way, and then other than that, I mean, that should, once everything's back together, it should take care of my oil leak issues. The only reason that bolt snapped is because I was trusting it for a Harbor Freight torque wrench, and it did not click a 17 foot-pounds where it was supposed to. So, I mean, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Don't mind that. It's a little sketchy, but it's alright. Anyways, parts get here on Friday. It is currently Tuesday. So, I'm going to go ahead and drain the fluid out of this diff, and then just kind of get it set aside until everything else arrives. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. Sorry for no uploads recently. It's just this has been taking all of my time. It's a much bigger project than I thought it was going to be. Alrighty guys, as you can see, she's back together and running. So, started up, I was a little concerned for a second. There was no oil pressure, but as you can see, we're good. I'm pretty sure that's because literally the entire system was drained of oil. There was nothing, had to build up a little pressure real quick. Yeah guys, four-wheel drive finally works. I pushed the button, it turned to four-wheel drive. I drove around, didn't get like messed up or weird. I'm very happy. Alright guys, so to be honest, this was a lot more than I anticipated it was going to be. I wound up doing the gear change in the front diff. I went from 373s to 456 to match the rear. Four-wheel drive now works, as I was just saying. I can now like go in four-wheel drive and it actually does the thing. What else I do? Oil pan gasket, which involved taking apart a lot more stuff than I was intending. I want to show you guys that real quick. Alright, so as you can see, that's my giant patch of oil from when I was pulling everything apart. Don't worry about that. This is fine. It's welded here, so this is what it is. I had to take apart a lot more than I thought. So as you can see, that's my oil pan right there. And when it drops down, there's a tube that comes down, so it would hit that piece right there before it come all the way down. So I had to pull that out. Pull that out means take off that cover, which also holds the front of the diff, and the rear of the diff is held by that brace, as well as the lower control arms on both sides. So that had all to come out. These two traction bars right here and on the other side needed to get disconnected and pulled up. I needed to drop this rear brace right here to allow for the torsion bars to drop, and then in which case allow the front to get out of the way. And then I had to disconnect pretty much all of the lower control arm, my stupid sway bar end links, which you can't see in this particular shot, but they're up there, refused to come off. Whatever lift kit was put on this truck, I think it's a Fab Tech, I can't tell for sure though, that's just one sticker that I saw, has Allen keys, and I do not have enough torque on them to get them off, so I had to deal with them being stuck, in which case my lower control arms couldn't drop all the way. But it's whatever, it sucked, but it's back together now. I also had to undo the drive shaft up there. Right there, those 4 bolts, had to take off the whole front diff, pull that out, take it apart and everything, and then, well, put it all back together. I found out one thing I almost messed up. I snapped one of the rear oil pan bolts. There's real long skinny ones back there that are supposed to be 108 inch-pounds. I put them at 17 foot-pounds because they got mixed up. I thought those big ones were supposed to be 17 foot-pounds and the little ones up there were supposed to be 17 foot-pounds. Not the case. I had it backwards, so I had to order a new set of bolts. I also found out I'm supposed to put silicone in 4 corners of that oil gasket up there, which I did. Didn't notice that the first time around, but it's good now. And then that's about everything. So hopefully I won't have any more crazy oil leaks. My only concern is around the transmission bell housing. There's one more gasket that goes up and all the way around, and that's for the rear main seal cover. And that also has a gasket that's known to leak like crazy on Chevys. But there is, I kid you not, probably 1/8 of an inch of gunk built up around that oil pan of how much it's been leaking. And everything was like oil slick under there. It was terrible. So yeah, as you can see, so unfortunately this really wasn't able to be like a how-to video for you all, and I apologize about that, but I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. So I just didn't have time to film everything. I wanted to get this together, and even then it took me a full week and a half to get all the top gaskets done. On the top of the motor I did valley pan, valve covers, and intake gasket. My hands are filthy, sorry about that. It's gross under the truck right now. And then I also did the oil pan, oil pickup tube O-ring, and then the front diff gears and resealed and torqued and everything like that. So hopefully everything stays together. The truck has oil pressure, which was a big win. I was concerned about that. And it drove, so that's good. That's just gonna have to find out as we take it on longer trips. But I can finally do some four-wheeling now and like actually like take it out and not worry about getting stuck because I have four-wheel drive now. It's not a two-wheel drive truck anymore. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry this video is literally all over the place. I'm gonna try and get some more like actual good content out pretty soon here, but it's just been really stressful with this truck being down. as in turn I was only able to drive the Mustang, which I'm down with. I love the Shelby, but as a daily with the drag radials, it was just a lot. I really wanted to get this truck back up and running because this is my primary daily driver now. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, like, subscribe if you like what you're watching. This video, not the best example. You can go check out something else, and maybe you'll get something better out of it. But anyway, if you have any questions, leave them below. I am more than happy to walk anyone through this if they need any help. Send me a message or anything like that, and I will help you out as best as I can. However, again, mine's a little bit unique because as the lift kit, a lot of the stock components are moved around, shifted, there's brackets and stuff. But if anyone else has this problem and wants to like learn how to fix it a little bit, I can probably help you out. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.